Hello and welcome back to Graviteam Tactics, Fall Blau. So, a little recap. In the morning of this day, we managed to cut off the Russian route of retreat. The Russians are retreating through here. We managed to cut them off here, but we were thrown out of this village again, even though we secured it, and the Russians actually pushed us back on this flank, which is annoying. Now it's around 9 AM and the Russians launched a tank-supported counterattack into this corner, which was, well, I won't say beaten off, but we destroyed a few tanks, lost a few anti-tank guns, and they basically retreated. So, what we will do now, while this is still kind of going on, we will move on to this, or into this village here, and hopefully throw them out for good. Okay, I finished my deployment. Little overview here. So this is our battlefield. The Russians are not attacking, but we are. Now, I noticed that this village is actually kind of hard to attack because it's in a depression. So you have to get really close to get a good line of sight on it. Now, if we had attacked from the other side, like we did in the first battle in the morning, after which we were of course ejected again, we would have an easier time with our fire support, but okay. So those of you who saw the first battle, of course, remember that we already fought for this to a degree and then got ejected somehow. Now what's interesting is that there are still dead bodies from that battle lying around here, because and also the damage from that battle, like these shell craters, and there's more, like there's a dead German, I would say. The dead Russian here, I think, yeah. So the damage and generally the 3D map is consistent, you know, between the battles. And in the last battle, directly before that, there was in this direction, you can see here the beginning of that valley that the Russians attacked through with their tanks. So yeah, it's one big map and of course all very accurate. I think it's based on satellite data or aerial photography or both. So anyway, what's my plan? This platoon here belongs to the unit that got kind of thrown out of this. So I will keep them in reserve for now. They have some casualties already. And I will attack through this angle, through here, because there is this little forest behind which I can hopefully find some cover and from which to attack. I also have artillery support, 10.5 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter. And my plan, 15 centimeter, sorry. And my plan with that is to, now first of all, I'm not sure how this artillery works. I hope I did it right, but if it works as I think it does, it will lay down a smoke screen here and then later shell various parts of the village. But as far as I know, I don't have a lot of control over how fast it goes, and I never did this, so this could go horribly wrong. Anyway, yeah. Over here I will not attack, but I have my heavy machine guns here to hopefully... No, wait, no, I don't have my heavy machine guns here. Where do I have my heavy machine guns? Okay, yeah, over here. But from here I can maybe artillery spot. Okay, then I would say, let's start the battle. So, the first objective is of course this forest here.
Jürgen, rechte Flanke sicher.
My infantry is also using smoke. Question is... preparing, okay. So I think the artillery should come down at some point, I hope, maybe. We would see. So far, not much resistance. Okay, we found the Russians. They're actually not inside the village, they're over here. And of course it was again my machine gun that basically ran into them. So yeah. So my reserve infantry platoon will help them. Although this, in my opinion, shows one of the weaknesses of this, let's call it like procedurally generated approach to battle, where you have this consistent battlefield with a strategic layer, is that often the battles that are generated are kind of wonky. Like, why would the Russians just be in this meadow here, you know, instead of like dug in front of the village or something? Feels like the AI is not really up to the task there. Maybe that's just me saying that as a mapper who doesn't want his job taken by AI, but still, it seems like if you want a really cool scenarios, you still have to hire someone to actually design them. Or at least that's my impression. This game is a lot more violent than combat mission, I have to say. Okay, these Russians are not offering much resistance. Oh, okay, but here we go. Oh no, wait, what's that? That's just fires by the caused by the tracer ammunition, I guess? Or is there more resistance here? Okay, here you can see very nice how my infantry is using the smoke, and compared to combat mission I just had to tell them advance here with smoke and they just do it, which is nice. No micromanagement. Okay, my heavy machine guns did a number on them here. There's still some resistance, but... And we are reaching our first objective. My artillery still hasn't fallen. Okay, here we go. Now, if my artillery had fallen, these guys would have taken some fire. There's some machine gun here. Okay, there's more fire. Okay, apparently there's Russian infantry over here as well. They're everywhere except in the forest, huh? No, they're here. Okay. Except in the village, I would say. But yeah, okay, we're taking fire from the outskirts of the village as well. But yeah, they seem to be kind of chilling here in front of it. So most of my artillery, if it ever comes down, will be wasted, I'm afraid. Which is, yeah. Like, I don't know, I don't get why they are here. Is that my artillery or is it theirs? That is definitely theirs, right? Or my light mortars or something? Ah, maybe it's my light mortars. Now they're signaling something. Probably we're being attacked, I'm gonna assume. Okay, apparently my artillery is going down. Well, there's no fire coming from here, so I don't feel too bad about it. And I hope I can get some kills with that artillery. At least these guys are kind of... Although again, I'm kind of wondering, they have their... Oh well, there's guys in just defensive positions now. Okay, we're moving into the forest here. Something got destroyed. Okay, that machine gun got hit by something. I'm still waiting for the artillery to fall. Smoke screen is being set up. Okay, I hope so. Because I'm not seeing it so far, to tell you the truth. Oh, that's probably a better. What's the other artillery? Artillery strikes again. It should be here in this area, if I remember correctly, but again, I'm not seeing it. Okay, we'll report back once it actually falls. Okay, there's the artillery falling. And the smoke as well, not... And the artillery is falling in a perfect position actually. That's the 15 centimeter guns, I believe. Or, I think. So hopefully this will allow us to gain fire superiority here. Now, if that's supposed to be the smoke screen, then I don't know. Seriously, they're just lying in front of the village here. I don't get that. I mean, that can't be intentional, right? Or at least it's not ideal. Okay, my mortars are also firing in support. Oh, okay, that was the 15 centimeter gun. It seems like they're leaving their footholds here. Okay. We have reached our objective of the forest here, and from here we can, I think, shoot at them. And as soon as my artillery is done falling, this is from where we will attack. Or what we will attack from, is that correct? Nice. Now the artillery really is landing, including my mortars and everything. That being said, of course, these open fields are also apparently perfect AI staging areas. I really like how they're firing off flares to indicate what's happening. That's pretty cool. There's not many games that have that kind of fidelity and detail. What's that? What the fuck are you doing? I didn't tell you to do that. Are you suicidal? 1 second. Okay, so the smoke screen has now developed, although now it's directly in front of my guys. Which is relatively fine, I guess. I mean, they're still shooting through it. Still, kind of weird. Now, most of the Russians here seem to have retreated, but there's this big grouping over here which I haven't completely suppressed yet. Maybe I can get my medium mortars to shoot at that. Problem is I can't immediately... Okay, that's just... okay. I can't immediately charge now, because I don't know where the rest of... or when the rest of my artillery will fall down, and I don't want to hit my own guys. That's the problem is when you're kind of inexperienced in a game like this. Okay, I cancelled the smoke machine here, which means I will attack. The next artillery fall on this area here, including this here, which I will call the Commissar's building or something like that. I mean, that's always what the Germans call these kind of buildings, like in Stalingrad or something. And I think there's actually fire coming from there, so I will keep that mission. I will be HE though. Okay, I just noticed we actually took Russian artillery fire here, or maybe that's our rounds falling short, I don't know at this point. Anyway, we will start our attack now that our smoke is dissolved, so yeah, that wasn't really working. But okay, we learned something, I guess. This grouping is still here. Now our next artillery strike is being prepared. And our infantry advances. Please shoot with that instead of just running around, that would be nice. They are going from crater to crater, which is pretty sweet. Artillery, 45 explosives is still repairing. It kind of looks like the Russians are retreating, or maybe they're just running around for better firing positions. It's hard to tell at this point. Jesus Christ, there's many Russians, and they're all where you don't expect them. Attack! Now the Russians... oh fuck. The Russians have just offered a ceasefire, but no, this time I won't do that again. Simply because I want to actually take this. Here we have close combat. This guy got hit. Yeah, after this one I will have to write a lot of, like, no, this one's gonna be weapon. Okay, I need that. But yeah, after this one I will have to write a lot of letters to widows, I'm afraid. Also the Russians as well. The artillery is still preparing, so yeah, that takes longer than I had hoped. Guys are still supporting us here. Shit. Oh wait, that was Russian, never mind. Okay, we have gained the outskirts here, but we are taking casualties. Although our artillery should be coming in soon on the red building here. Not that it will do much good, I think, at this point. Okay, so we know for the next battle target the areas where it would be stupidest to set up and where there's the least cover. So that's where the AI will apparently push the infantry. Okay, it's firing now, probably needs to range in or something? I don't know. I was kind of hoping that if you have these pre-planned artillery barrages that it counts as pre-registered fire or something. Yeah, all guys attack. Russians seem to be kind of retreating. Oh, he's wounded actually. Didn't know that could happen. Kind of hoping the artillery land soon. I mean, it is firing that day, 38. Are those ranging in shots? Generally speaking, if you know how this game works and I do anything wrong, just write it down in the comments, please. Still learning. He's wounded but still fighting, interesting stuff. Ah, we have heavy casualties. No wonder that you don't want to get sent to the Eastern Front, huh? But we have more. I have a DP here still. It's interesting, there seem to be little like micro structures here that they can take cover behind. Okay, there comes our artillery, I believe. Let's hope that does some good at least. Yeah, don't go too far forward with those, with that communications equipment, mate. Yep, we are at the outskirts here. We're actually getting worryingly close to that area that I targeted with artillery. Okay, 1 second. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I mean. That being said, crap. The enemy is actually retreating. So we only have 2 minutes left. That being said, if they retreat, I assume I get this sector completely. The question is, where are they retreating to? Because I basically cut them off. So I guess if they are retreating now and they are retreating off map, I basically destroyed those troops, and maybe this cauldron or whatever is now actually... That's what you're supposed to fire at. And that cauldron is now... I think I'm shutting on troops. Shit. That cauldron is now officially closed. 1 second. Yep. Okay. I miscalculated with the artillery. Stop. How do I stop? This. Oh, stop. Okay, okay. Okay, that was a bit annoying. Nice. Now that's a good hit though. And look at the destruction. I mean, it's not Battlefield 5, but there's destruction in it. Who got killed by my own guys? But yeah, the village should be ours after this in 30 seconds. Also pretty long fight, and this platoon is completely, like, messed up. Although the survivors are basically, like, Rambo now. Like, look at this shit. Holy crap. That was a bloody battle. But we lost a bunch of people as well. They're still in here, but they are retreating, apparently. And here we go. Victory. Casualties, 57. They got 121, minus 76%. But yeah, 57 casualties, also really high, I think. But yeah, that should be it for this. Let's look at the overview. And here we go. We cut them off. The question is, can they attack from here? I think they can, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, of course, now the next goal on this thing has to be... I kind of want to... We have to, of course, get this to win, I assume. Now, we will get troops later from up here in a few rounds, including tanks. How do we do this best? I kind of want to cut this whole thing here off here. But okay, we'll see how it goes in the next round. I hope you enjoyed it as always, and thanks for watching and have a nice day.